Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We're on assembly day here with our potted heart, okay? So we have a few steps to do. I'll try and work you through these pretty quickly, but the first thing we're going to do is get the soil on the stem, okay? So we need to gauge where exactly we want it. I liked having it kind of near the top there. So I think I'm gonna put it like about right here. What I did with that one, I sewed this around. I pulled, because we left that magic circle loose. I pulled it tight there, and then I gave it a dot of glue, and then I made a knot to sew it on there and put all my little ends in. So I just put like a little dot like that so it won't slide. I don't want it to slide up and down because we're gonna put weights in the pot to help it, have a little more stability. Remember I told you before I had made that funky little base in the stem because I thought that would help, but I think we're gonna be fine with it just like this. So I put the little dots of glue on there. I'm gonna knot this and I'm gonna tuck in my tail. And that'll be attaching the soil, and then we'll move on to the stem with the leaf. Okay, I have the soil on here. It's ready to go, and I have it in the right spot that I want it for the pot. So up next is the leaf. And I told you before I had taken that piece of floral wire so I could get that bend into the leaf. And so I did that, and you can see it, you can still see it a little bit through the yarn. This is the underside. So I just ran it straight through the yarn, and because this is where we're gonna tuck it into the soil. And then it gives it a little bit of bend so you can form it. So that's optional, you don't have to do that. It's up to you. Always a work of art, right? Okay, so we need to thread our needle and get our leaf on to our stem here. So find the placement of where you would like it to be and which side you want to be your front or your back or whatever of your heart. So I'm gonna do this one the opposite of the other one. So I want it on this side. So I'm gonna kind of take that little floral wire and I'm gonna poke that in, but first, sorry, it's fumbly. I'm trying to do it in front of the camera and see what I'm doing at the same time. Doesn't always work so well, right? So poke your yarn straight through. Get it straight through there because all of this will be in the pot. So you won't see any of the yarn tails there at the bottom. And then I just kind of poke the little green wire through there too, just like that. Okay, so see, we've pulled it through. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? There we go. And our leaf is on, it's secure. I did also give it a dot of glue on the other one at the stem. I'm not afraid of the hot glue. I love hot glue. So I always figure when in doubt, give it some glue because it'll hold it in place. So yeah, stick that on there and let it dry, and then it's up to you. You can knot this on here. You don't have to. It's going to go into the pot. I did on the other one just for some security. But I don't know, I just get so afraid of things coming undone. I guess I have a little issue with that, huh? But you don't want to see the green yarn on the other side. So secure this in, and then we'll move on to the pot. Okay, everything's secure there with my leaf. I'm good to go. Hopefully you are too. Now just want to talk about sewing the soil to the pot. I had showed in a prior video, I think, how you sew it underneath the lip so you don't see your sewing, right? So we're going to use that long tail from the soil and we're going to sew it under. If you remember, this was the double crochet here. When we were doing it, that last part there, it was the double crochet. So you're going to sew it right there at the bottom of the double crochet row there, because that makes a natural fold. See that? So that's what we're going to do. So thread your soil yarn and you're going to get it ready. Line it up. Now also you want to make sure that you have your filler, whatever you're filling this with. Now, they sell pellets. You can use the pellet weights. You could use rocks if you want to. I mean, whatever you want to give yourself a little bit of weight so you're not so tipsy. I am filling mine with pony beads because I have a plethora of pony beads that will probably never be used. These little, hopefully you can see it, these little, my kids always call these pony beads. I'm not sure if that's really what they are or not, but they used to do tons of crafts with them. We have so many. So I filled this with that. And it was nice because it has a little bit of squishiness to it, almost like a beanbag kind of idea. So you use whatever you have on hand that you would like to stuff this with. But here's what we're going to do. So I went in right there at the bottom, right at the bottom of that double crochet row. And you're just going to grab the next stitch on your soil and keep doing this the whole way back and forth, okay? I'm gonna go all the way around, but fill your pot before you get to the end, because otherwise you won't be able to get whatever your weight is in there, okay? We don't want to have to unsew everything. So take your time, go back and forth, and we're going to sew this up and get our soil all nice and secure. I go about 3/4 of the way around, and then I'm gonna make sure I'm in the right spot here. 3/4 of the way around, and then you're just going to fill it up and keep sewing it. So keep going, here we go. Okay, how are you doing? I am at the end here. I am on my last stitch. I go through every single stitch, so I mean, maybe it's overkill. I don't know, but I just feel like, well, I don't want to have anything come undone, and I don't want all these pony beads that I have stuffed in here coming out all over the place. That would not be good. Okay, so knot it off, feed your yarn through your tail there. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm gonna just feed it right through my pot and then pull it. So your stitching should be under your lip. You won't see that. And hopefully you got all the stuffing in there that you wanted to before you finally closed it all up, right? Okay, here we have it. Now, I did find with the other one, I had to manipulate it a little bit, get everything like kind of settled in there. But so because I had the 2 different kinds of stems, it doesn't matter what side we look at, does it? They're both the same. So because I had the 2 different kinds of stems, one is thicker than the other. Hopefully you like how yours turned out. If you don't, I mean, next time you make it, you can always change it up. It is a work of art, but I think they come out super cute. I hope you liked this project. I hope you can see the whole thing. The soil, I think, comes out cute. I think that's a nice little added touch instead of just making that all the same color as the pot. So here it is. This is our little Valentine, our little potted heart. So if you like it, just give us a like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more projects, we'll be here. We'll have another one coming up next, so never fear. So give us a like and subscribe to see the next project that's coming up, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, and have a joyful day.